tonight, so we're going to switch it up for a little bit. We got some poetry for you from Ryan J. Let's give him a hand, man.
Poetry. It is some poetry. Listen to it. You have to listen to what he says to understand what he says. You have to listen.
Hey everybody, I'm Ryan J. And Halloween is my favorite holiday, so I'm going to make this weirder and more complicated than usual. Why did I do that? I write poems written by drunk vampires, but like really I write comics about drunk vampires, but they don't do so well at open mics. So I made the characters write some poems as a way of introducing them to you. The series is called Modern Monsters. Imagine Buffy the Vampire Slayer and How I Met Your Mother mixed together, but the characters are set in Scranton and they're banned from every bar downtown. These aren't the kind of vampires that eat people. That's just a myth started by the church. They're also not the kind that are gonna date your high school daughter. So he's 200 and his girlfriend's in high school. Team arrest Edward. Most of these are gonna be haiku, the 575 counting with style kind. These vampires are just like alive people, only they're dead. Sure, they have super strength, and if they go outside during the day, they burst into flames, but so do the Irish. Our first poet is Joe the Vampire, but he prefers just Joe. He was born in Scranton in the 50s, and his life was going really okay for a while. 8 decades so far, all this new technology. Tetra's still the best. And when he was about 40, he died and became an immortal vampire, and that was fine. At first it's odd that you're dead. It's just a weird thought to fit through your head. 1 minute you're breathing, the next one you're teething, and now you have to work night shift instead. He tries to stay positive. First date at movies, Morbius on the big screen. Also the last date. First day of autumn, the world dies but looks real cool. Doesn't sound so bad. Back in the 70s, he was a TV repair guy, but the world really moved on faster than he did, and that job doesn't exist anymore. Now he manages the iPhone repair store at the mall. He gets there before the sun comes up and leaves after the sun goes down, like most mall employees. Joe O'Lantern smile. Welcome to our big fall sale. This job might kill me. And he's funny, which isn't covering up for anything at all. He's fine. Why would he go to therapy when the bar's a shorter drive from his house? Summer depression and summer allergies too. I'm back to coughing. He hasn't been on a date since he was dodging the draft, and generally thinks that life will be easier if he doesn't bother. That is until one day at Bartari when he meets, oh, that's a spoiler. Spike shells are blue and super mushrooms are red. I tend to spend my nights alone, but would you like to Mario Kart and chill instead? You make me something. I don't know if it's happy, or maybe less sad. Wow, that was sweet, Joe. There's no way he's gonna overthink this and fuck it up. The last 40 years feel like one long, boring day. Ain't broke, don't fix it. I should block her, right? Yeah, we like each other, but endings always suck. Bottle up that crush. I may be depressed, but I'm also quite lonely. Quash the feelings down, right next to all the trauma. Just like Dad taught me. Wow, that was a downer. I swear this is a sitcom. I call it a supernatural sitcom. I swear it's a comedy. And if there's enough comics, maybe Joe will even go to therapy. First time doing costume changes. Our next poet, Valerie, will never go to therapy. She died when she was 27 during the French Revolution, and I'm supposed to say something else first. I don't write poems. I'm not some depressed loser. There's a prize, you say. Joe follows structure. I choose my own syllables. Your God is dead. Valerie died during the French Revolution and has continued to pose a threat to herself and those around her ever since. Don't let her hustle you into playing pool. She's been playing since it was invented. Did you really say I'm not like other girls? Yeah, I'll fucking kill you. You can bet on pool? Wow, I've never played before. Go easy on me? I heard a rumor she was a spy in World War II. I heard another rumor she was a record exec in the 60s. But I also heard that Reagan tried to assassinate her cat, so believe what you want. Home is quiet now. There's no music anymore. Only a swan song. My cat made me smile. Lost her in the divorce too. The 80s were rough. Val is what happens when rock bottom is somehow lower than 6 feet under. But she's a Scranton girl. She always knows how to pick herself back up. Double shot whiskey. What do you mean I'm cut off? Fine, just a beer then. Cops warned there were drugs found in Halloween candy. Do you think they'd share? She's kind of a dick, but like she's really cool, but like you don't want to hang out with her. She sleeps with a weapon under her pillow and her arms around a bottle of Southern Comfort. Her only known weaknesses are singers, bored housewives, and the consequences of her own actions. Yeah, I'm mostly gay, but all the women went home. Dick will do tonight. We'd go down in flames, just focus on going down. I'll handle the heat. Sun and sundresses, self-destructive behavior, that sounds kind of hot. Tastes like SoCo and premeditated regrets. Please, kiss me again. Something in those eyes makes me want to play with fire. Let's find a cop car. Oh hey, a Val comic is coming out soon. What was I going to say about that? You'll have to read it to find Vincent's account of how she saves all of Scranton, maybe even the world. And if anybody doesn't know who Vincent is, I'll be shocked. But I didn't account for where the sleeves would be, So first off, his name's Corey. Everything you've heard about him is a lie. He's a Zoomer. He's 21. He died 6 months ago. But when Corey realized he was dead, he immediately knew a few things. First, that he could use this to get laid. Second, that he needed a cape. And third, Corey was dead. He was now Vincent von Lichtenstein, the ancient vampire prince. His favorite thing to drink is 'Twas the night before Scranton's parade. I met this cool spooky chick and got laid. She sucked me bone dry and I felt Corey die. It was on this night Vincent was made. We wear masks year round. October means there's candy. Other months, step up. His favorite thing to drink is blood, his favorite thing to eat is ass, and his favorite number is yours actually, so hopefully you can get that later. New lover. Last night we shared so much together. Next time, how about names? This is what happens when a theater kid gains immortality. Alas, poor Yorick, I blew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite breasts, of most excellent fanny, he hath borne me bareback 1,000 times. Virgin's blood is fine, but I'd rather drink top shelf. One hose blood, barkeep. He falls in love a few times a week, that's why he'll never settle down. That would be a terrible injustice to all the lovers he hasn't met yet. He tells a lot of stories, and if I had to guess, I'd say about half of them are probably about half true. In the 20s, I met a fine flapper, and all of her lovers were dapper. She used me for fun, then discarded me when done, but I'll cherish those times when I had her. I thrice knew this far-out vampire, who lit up his bong to get higher. He took a big hit, said, "This holy water ain't shit." Yeah, that dude died, screaming, on fire. He's no longer 6 feet under, and he's almost 6 feet tall. He's down to Necronomicon and chill if you'd be kind enough to invite him to come inside. His sexual preference is often, and his worst fear is a crush. Hey, Hexy lady, how about we make like cats and get familiar? I wish I could paint. Words are so much less precise. You're like really hot. Sun and sundresses, I go down like Icarus, covered in hot wax. Sun and sundresses, personally I prefer suns in sundresses. It's so humid that nobody wants to make out. Summertime sadness. This is big spoilers for later comics, but promise me you'll forget by 2025. all these hex signals, not sure what I mean to her. Witchuationship. Vamps don't get the clap. I'm afraid it's worse than that. I think I've caught feels. All right, just a couple more. But first, thanks everybody. If you like those ones, they're in the books. There's Modern Monsters Volume 1, Poems by Drunk Vampires Trying to Get Laid. And after that comes Volume 2, Poems by Drunk Vampires Trying Not to Catch Feelings. We both got a bunch of poems. They're $5 each. Let me know if you want. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, maybe TikTok soon. Ryan J. Wizard. And here's just a couple more new ones rapid fire. Remember Joe, he's sad and he works too much. Please don't mistake my weaponized anxiety for giving a shit. Everything seems fine, except for, you know, most stuff. Life's just fucking grand. I only watch sports. A vampire playing baseball. Nobody wants that. What is love? Baby, please hurt me. This heartache feels like being alive. If you ever see Val stumble into karaoke night, she's already blacked out and you should leave. I tried to take some time for self-reflection once. Didn't work so well. I have a feeling bad decisions made with you could be my favorites. A long time ago, I knew this librarian. She made me so calm. Girl from the bookstore. Feels weird, like no return date. Maybe this one stays. And Vincent. Now, Vincent is the reason when I gave a book to my mother, I had to warn her, if you don't already know what it means, don't look it up. What's that like? Okay, here's the plan. Fake it while I make it. That's imposter syndrome. Vampirism and blowjobs. Same advice applies. Careful with the teeth. Vampire bartender. Is that blood or grenadine? Literally, don't know. Undead sex is great. Vamps have secret ancient kinks. Shh. Cross-shaped dildos. Ryan J. Wizard, Modern Monsters. Ask him about Battle of the Bards. And get a bookmark. They're free. Thanks, everybody. Happy fucking Halloween.